To use the setup blocks, adjust the bit height so that block will just slide through the cutting profile. Should slide through without touching the top or bottom. Remember that the setup blocks for the glue line bit are designed for 3/4 inch thick material. If you're using thicker material, align the midpoint of the top of this tooth with the center of the thickness of the material. Then you can make the final adjustments as we'll describe later. When setting the fence, we want it to be flush with the back end of this profile. An easy way to set the fence is to bring the cutter so it's pointed straight forward. Set a straight edge so it's just on that back edge like we talked about earlier, and then set the fence so it's flush to both sides. With the fence locked down, put the straight edge back in and turn the bit just to be sure that it doesn't touch the straight edge. It should just miss it. When we cut the joint, we cut one piece face up and the other piece face down. So I marked them with a U and a D just to make sure we keep that straight while we're cutting them. To actually make the cut, first we set the bit RPM to 18,000 or a little bit less. Make sure we have the right side of the board facing up. We hold it snug against the fence, flat on the table, and just smoothly move it through the bit. Let the bit do the cutting, don't force it. If you have feather boards that'll fit on your fence, that's a good idea as well. Here's our test joint, and you can see that it's perfectly flush. I offset the pieces a little bit so you can see all the glue area that you create. And these ribs also help align the wood for when you're gluing it up. Now if you make the test cut and this joint is mismatched, if the upside is higher than the downside, you need to raise the bit half of the amount that's exposed here. If the downside is above the upside, then you have to lower the bit by half of the amount that you see in the ledge there. After making corrections, cut another test joint. Remember that you cannot recut a joint that's already been cut. You have to start with a fresh edge.